Start off by, how did we get here today at this point in time? Well, first of all, in 2003, the city of Windsor annexed approximately 8.9 square miles from the town of Tecumseh for future development, including private land at County Road 42 and Concession 9. At the time, they realized can't expand north, there's a river there. Nothing available on the west end, that's all developed. And you can't go much further east now because all that land between Little River and going out to Banwell and Lesperance, if you've not been out there, that's all populated. So the only place left to go, if we're going to expand as a community, as a city, we have to go south. And so that's why those lands were annexed back in 2003. Then in 2012, the Honorable Dwight Duncan kickstarted a thorough investigation into the viability of our current healthcare facilities in this region. His team of professional experts concluded that the shelf lives of the two main hospitals, Windsor Regional's Olette and Met campuses, well, they had expired, or were expiring. They opened their doors in 1888 and 1928, respectively. So it's understandable, things don't last forever. The experts determined that these aged buildings would require more money just to bring them up to less than present day needs than the cost of building a new single state care acute hospital with expanded services for the Windsor-Essex region. Really, you can only put so many bandages on a gaping wound, right? In 2013, a site selection committee of volunteers representing all major political backgrounds was struck, and by March 2015, 5 possible locations were identified. In 2015, lands at County Road 42 and Concession 9 were selected. Then in April 2016, there was a marathon council meeting held at City Council in Windsor. And at that meeting, the city, with one nay vote, unanimously with one nay vote, voted to have a levy raised that would take care of our share of the $108 million that is required of the community to have the hospital built. It's a $2 billion project. We're kicking in 108. The county's kicking in 92. In December 2017, Health Minister Dr. Eric Hoskins attended a gathering here in Windsor, and he gave us the green light to go from phase 1 to phase 2 of the project. It was a great moment. We were jubilant. But then there was an election. Things changed, and money didn't follow for the planning stage of phase 2. And that's what we're all about. We want Minister Elliott, we want Premier Ford to bring us the funding that we were promised so that we can get down to the nuts and bolts planning of the hospital, which is what phase 2 and 3 is all about. On August 13th, City Council in 2018 voted in favor of an official plan amendment for the 400-hectare area and also a rezoning. These decisions by that council, made in an all-night marathon meeting, have been under appeal by some opposing groups, and they are the subject of some appeals next week by LPAT, which stands for the Local Planning Appeal Tribunal. So they'll be here in town listening to the arguments, and we'll make a final decision. We're not here to dispute anything. We're not here to relitigate anything. We believe the process was fair, it was transparent, and it was there for all of us to have our voices heard. So I am not anti-camp, I am not anti-anything. I am pro 42Forward. Let's get the damn thing built. So that's how we got here. Well, not totally. How did we, 42Forward, our new hospital, come into being? Well, it all started this way. Gunther, Q, Gunther, and sign. Gunther is a former educator here in the city, was principal of Kennedy for a few years. Look at this sign. Come on, keep coming right across. Who makes their own sign that says, please support the chosen location of the mega hospital, don't risk losing it? And he made just the one sign. He lives 4 houses south of where we are right now on Dougall. And so that was there right by the roadway on Dougall for everyone to see. How many remember Rona Warsh when she was the social services guru for the city here? Of course we did. She did amazing work both for the province and for us. She happened to be going by and saw that sign and did a U-turn. And she looked and she said, this is amazing. Who is this? She didn't know who the homeowner was. So she walked up, rang the doorbell, and who showed up but her old high school teacher, Gunther Wolf.
I object to old.
He objects to old. So in any event, that's how the two of them reconnected. And from that, others were called. And there are so many people of like-minded vision about getting this thing built. That's how we came to be. So that's where we're at, and that's where we're going. We are not in any way, shape, or form, please understand this, connected to the hospital system. We do not have any connection to Windsor Regional Hospital. We support them, of course, but we're not their puppets, as some people would suggest. We are simply a grassroots group of what I call lovable misfits who have come together to give of our time, our energy, and our money to gather all of you together so that our voices can be heard through petition, through this rally, and we want to thank the media for having covered this and for all the exposure that we've been given, because we want the message to get loud and clear to Minister Elliott and also to Premier Ford. Get this hospital built. So, to get us going before our first presentation, my cheerleader in chief, Bev, is going to come up, and she's going to lead you in a couple of, well, stay right down where you're at.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, you're going to help me?
Well, I'll help you.
Okay. So I just need your help. I'm going to say something.
Oh, here.
Oh, they came prepared. All right, so I'm going to say something, and you're just going to shout it back at me. And then I'm going to say something else, and you're going to shout it back at me. And then I'm going to say something else, and you're going to shout it back at me. Easy, right? Okay, and I want to hear it nice and loud. Here we go. Ready? 42.
42.
Forward.
Forward.
Get it done.
Get it done.
42.
42.
Forward.
Forward.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Last time I want the arms in the air. 42.
42.
That was good. I was gonna really yell. Sorry. 42.
42.
Forward.
Forward.
Get it done.
Get it done. Okay, this isn't the last you've seen of Bev. She's going to be doing this throughout the evening.